snowing outside, but I want to talk about this. Just the idea that popped in my head. You know, why do women pretty much frown upon being thirsty for a guy, but it's not frowned upon for them to beg for money, right? Why do they draw the line of, you know, it's bad to be a pygmy, right? They draw the line like, oh, you thirsty, you too thirsty for a dude, but y'all begging, y'all don't shun the prostitution. Y'all don't shun the prostitution. That's the crazy thing. They don't draw the line at begging for, you know, they draw the line that, oh, you too thirsty for a dude. You do this and do that for a dude. And you know, but then again, you see these women, you got to make this or you got to do this. And that's usually amongst black women. You got to pay this and do this and you got to make 6 figures to be with me. Well, but then they don't even sit there and condemn women for getting naked on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They don't condemn women for starting OnlyFans, selling coochie. All that's empowering. Selling coochie, being half naked out on the street. And that's what I be thinking, like, damn, you know, all of a sudden when it comes to men, you know, when you big up men or defend men, especially black men, all these other black women have an issue with it. It's a problem. Just for wanting to be with a man and say, I want to be with a man and I love this man and woo, 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 and I do this for my man and this, that. All of a sudden they get oh, you thirsty and, you know, but when you get a relationship like Clarissa Shields and Papoose, when she praises a black man, it's an issue. But when Remy Ma was dragging Papoose through the mud, right? Wasn't nobody really praising Papoose for holding Remy Ma down, for going to prison every day, all the time to see her and holding her down. Remy Ma told him he had to stop. He was doing too much by being a nice guy. And Papoose was known for being a street nigga. You know, Papoose was known for his knuckle game. Papoose, top knuckle game in New York City. One of them, him, Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? But they draw the line. They draw the line at a healthy black relationship. They draw the line there. That's where they draw the line at. But when it's Remy Ma seeming like she getting the best of Papoose, dogging Papoose, cheating on Papoose, that's what's being praised, and that's what needs to be looked at. Y'all be wondering why a lot of black men is just abstaining from marriage, or y'all wonder why a lot of black men, which they don't put a name on it, divesting, swirling. Black men don't put a name on it. They just go out there and date. They go out there and date other races of women. That wasn't even an option for a lot of brothers. But it got so bad out here that it became an option, an only option. It became the only option for some brothers. And y'all be sitting there, oh, you a sellout, you this, that, and the third for that. And we just sitting there like, okay, if that's the case, you know, we want healthy relationships, but y'all just sit here and put down healthy relationships. When women sit here and talk about how they got their husband, how they kept their husband, they love their black husband, it's a problem. It's an honest to God problem. Y'all start hating. Remember that woman was talking about, they told me don't cook, don't clean for him, and y'all was just hating on her. Oh, she's doing too, y'all, because y'all bitter. Y'all say y'all love being single. Y'all love swirling, divesting. You want to be with Brad and Hector. But Brad and Hector ain't marrying y'all, even at a 5% clip. They ain't marrying y'all. And that's the crazy thing about it. So now y'all just talking about y'all happy, miserable. But then again, when other women talk about they happy and with their black men, they black husband, it's a problem. And then in real life, when y'all see them happy and they see they found the good brother, what do y'all sit there and do? Y'all try to sit there and y'all try to sabotage it. Y'all try to steal the man. Y'all try to sit there and catch him cheating. Y'all try to sit there and try to, sabotage the relationship. So a lot of times when brothers do find good black women, it's the women in the family that sabotaging the relationship. It's the best friends that sabotaging the relationship. So then, even if she's in a good, healthy relationship, everybody around her is sabotaging the relationship. So either A, you got to remove her from the family and her friends, or B, you got to let her go. Just think about the programming, bro. And they sit here and they try to say, oh, black men don't want black women. No, y'all don't want black men. A lot of black women settle for black men. That's just the honest truth. A lot of black women settle for black men because they don't have the option. They settle for black men, and that's very, very unfucking fortunate. That's very unfortunate. So yeah, that's the nasty thing about it. It's just the sabotage. And I've spoken about this part before. And then not only do the elder women of the black community sabotage the girls by teaching them how not to be a proper wife. You know what I'm saying? Teach them it's money, money, money. And that prostitution mindset, that come from the elder black women in the black community. They don't pass down sewing no more, crocheting no more, how to cook no more. They teach their sons how to do that before they teach their daughters. And one of the reasons that may be, is just my hypothesis about it, is they in competition with their daughters. Women have a vitriol towards other women once you see it, bro. It's not really the sisterhood that y'all think it is. They have vitriol amongst each other. They have jealousy amongst each other. A lot of times they hang around each other, a lot of times to trauma bond. That's all it is. And they talk about how, men friend group, we have all these killers and rapists in our friend group, which is not true. Niggas don't even move like that. Y'all move like that. Y'all got that in this car challenge. They had a whole pedophile in the car, a female pedophile in the car. Y'all the ones that know one of your homegirls they got a prison pookie, in the house with their kids. We don't do that. We ain't worrying at the prison for the love of our life that we never met before. Like, come on now. And they see their mothers do that. They see their mothers and their grandmothers date criminals and shit. That's what I know black. That's why they call the black community a matriarchy, because all the black men left. That's why it's seen as a sign of a sign of dishonor. Once you get a good black man, especially in your prime, it's a sign of dishonor. They don't want you there. And a lot of times that's just what it is. Because how do you get on the internet and you have all this negative comments for black couples and black love? And a lot of it is, oh, I wish it was me. It's not. When is my turn coming? I'm a hate. A lot of these bitches is bitter, bro. Bitter. Never happy. And y'all be wondering why dudes go to other ethnic groups and they cool and they happy. And it don't matter if you berate them and, oh, you a sellout, you a coon, and that's cool. A lot of dudes be like, it's cool because guess what? I was berated for being a good dude. So y'all create this atmosphere for dudes to go other places, bro. I don't understand the negativity towards healthy black relationships. It ain't that these women are incapable, that hate on there. All the women are incapable of being in a healthy relationship. If y'all like hoism, that's cool. Be a hoe. Y'all probably wear a lot of other jackets out here. Be a hoe. Y'all praise single motherism and then try to make it seem like black men are the problem. Like, we not sitting here praising homosexuals. That ain't what we do. We ain't here sitting praising, crackheads and unproductive black dudes, we ain't sitting here doing that. We ain't sitting here, oh, use these women for, no, we ain't sitting here praising that. You got some dudes that just say, hey, I ain't doing no relationships at all. I got some dudes that just gonna say, I'm straight out tricking. You got some dudes that, you know, I'm just gonna date out to see. They go, after a while, what do you expect? If you have let's say you have a group of tigers, right? And they can't find no zebras to eat. They prefer zebras. Zebras, they top 3 things they prefer. Zebra. But they got some gazelles over there. They gonna go eat the gazelles. The same thing with a bunch of men. Men that want relationships, men that want marriage, they're going to go get it where they are. And if it's a community of women that don't want to do it, guess what? Dudes get a passport, go find it other places, move other places. Y'all can't knock dudes for doing that. But the reason they shame men for black men for doing their options, they don't want to see you do better than them. They don't want to see you happy. They want to see you miserable with them because they don't want to fall in line. When they want to fall in line, finances fall apart. They lonely. The Highlander is a nice car. They lonely. They miserable. They broke. A lot of times it's broke. So then they want you to pick up the pieces. And even when you help them pick up the pieces, what do you get out of it? Nothing but negativity. A big F you. They're not appreciative. And that's why a lot of dudes stop stepping up to be stepfathers, because women ain't appreciative of when you help them. They get what they need, and then they say, fuck you. But that's all I had to say. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, subscribe, thumbs up.